Queen Maxima of the Netherlands attends a 2023 Christmas music gala in Bussum. Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco receive the Light of Peace from Bethlehem. The Prince of Wales attends the Lord High Admiral's divisions in Dartmouth. And Crown Princess Mary of Denmark and the Mary Foundation present a special donation in Copenhagen. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Thursday, December 14th, 2023. In Copenhagen, the Mary Foundation announced, on behalf of Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, that the 2023 special donation was presented to the organization We Shelters Offsides Social Gardens on Wednesday. According to a press release from the Mary Foundation, We Shelters Offsides Social Gardens provides, quote, mentally vulnerable and people in vulnerable positions, dignity, meaning, and community in the outdoors, end quote. Every year, the Crown Princess presents the Mary Foundation's annual special donation worth 300,000 Danish krone to a project or organization that has shown special potential. Last October, representatives of the We Shelter organization invited the Crown Princess to visit the Offsides Social Gardens. In a statement, the Crown Princess said, quote, nature can do something extraordinary. It can do a lot for us, both for our physical and mental well-being. In the Offside Social Gardens, they have created an outdoor space that combines nature with a social offer for people with mental challenges, where the individual both meets an outstretched hand and is offered a community and experiences that they are given a meaningful responsibility. It is very inspiring to experience, end quote. On Wednesday in Oslo, Their Majesties King Harald V and Queen Sonja of Norway, along with their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway, hosted a luncheon for the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, at the Royal Palace. Guests who attended the luncheon included the President of the Republic of Finland, the President of the Storting, the Prime Minister of Norway, and the Foreign Minister of Norway. Prior to the luncheon, Their Majesties and the Crown Prince couple held an audience with President Zelensky in the Bird Room at the Royal Palace. President Zelensky is on an official visit to Norway to attend the 2023 Nordic Summit, along with the presidents of Finland and Iceland and the prime ministers of Denmark and Sweden. On Tuesday, Their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway invited children and adults from the church's City Mission Child Welfare Initiative to a Christmas party and workshop at Skagen. According to the Norwegian royal court, during the party, guests made delicious gingerbread cookies, quote, decorated in the shape of hearts and stars. Mulled wine for the adults and custard was served, end quote. In Stockholm, Their Majesties King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden held an audience with Miss Kiana Mohammadi Rahmani, Mr. Ali Mohammadi Rahmani, and Mr. Taghi Rahmani, the family members of the recipient of the 2023 Nobel Peace Prize, Ms. Narges Mohammadi, at the Royal Palace. As I mentioned in Monday's episode, Ms. Mohammadi is currently serving a harsh 10-year sentence at Evin Prison in Tehran, Iran, for, quote, spreading propaganda, end quote. The Norwegian Nobel Committee decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize 2023 to Ms. Mohammadi for her fight against the oppression of women in Iran and her fight to promote human rights and freedom for all. This afternoon, Their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, arrived at the headquarters of the Croix Rouge Monégasque to participate in the annual presentation of Christmas packages to Monégasque seniors who are supported by the social services of the CRM. These special packages contain gourmet, non-perishable foods and other unique items. Last evening, the sovereign prince couple, accompanied by the Archbishop of Monaco, Dominique Marie David, and Father César Penzo, received the Light of Peace from Bethlehem at the Palais Princier in Monacoville. The sovereign prince couple received the Light of Peace from a young Austrian scout, the governor of Upper Austria, Mr. Thomas Scherzer, and several Austrian and Monegasque government representatives. Earlier in the day, the sovereign prince, accompanied by Her Serene Highness, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, and Mr. Louis Ducrot, participated in the final Comité de Commémoration du Prince René III plenary meeting of the year at the Palais Princier. I need to work on my French. Anyway, also participating in the meeting was the president of the National Council of the Principality of Monaco, Ms. Brigitte Boconnet-Page, the Minister of the Interior of the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Patrice Solario, and the Director of the Archives and Library at the Palais Princier, Mr. Thomas Florian, to name a few. The Committee for the Commemoration of Prince René III was established by Sovereign Order No. 9002 on December 22, 2021. The year-long centenary celebrations of the birth of Prince René III began on May 31, 2023. Throughout these past months, there were exhibitions, concerts, documentary screenings, balls, and a party on the Place du Palais with hundreds of Monegasques and residents in attendance. The purpose of these celebrations was to honor and celebrate the life of Prince René III, as well as to, quote, make his work known to the younger generations and remember the man who dedicated his life to the service of the Principality, end quote. The last day of the celebrations will take place on January 31st, 2024, with the opening of the 26th Monte Carlo Historic Rally. On Tuesday afternoon, the Sovereign Prince attended a symposium in tribute to the late Professor Yves Coppens at the UNESCO headquarters in Paris, France. Professor Coppens was the president of the International Scientific Committee of the Museum of Prehistoric Anthropology of Monaco, an institute founded by Prince Albert I. UNESCO, the Museum of Prehistoric Anthropology of Monaco, and the Permanent Delegation of Monaco to UNESCO organized 2 roundtable discussions in tribute to the late professor who passed away on June 22, 2022. In the early evening, the Sovereign Prince attended a charity sale of wines and champagnes organized for the benefit of the Antoine Alinaud Association. The event was held in tribute to the son of Chef Yannick Alinaud, who died last year in a tragic road accident. Quote, the Antoine Alinaud Association is committed to combating traffic offenses and supports bereaved families. It also aims to help better protect younger generations from violence and dangerous behavior, end quote. In the evening, the Sovereign Prince and his delegation attended the Franco-Monegasque Friendship Gala dinner held at the Circle of Inter-Allied Union. During the gala, the Sovereign Prince received the Ecological Transition Prize from the Revue Politique Internationale and the MBC Circle. The Sovereign Prince received the prize for his commitment to protecting the environment and our oceans. This afternoon, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, as Commodore-in-Chief Submarines, attended the Lord High Admiral's divisions at Britannia Royal Naval College, BR&C, in Dartmouth. The Prince attended the parade, the most prestigious on the BR&C calendar, on behalf of His Majesty the King. Meanwhile, Her Majesty, Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom, attended the 25th anniversary celebrations of Emmaus Bristol at Backfield's House in Bristol. Emmaus is a charity that supports individuals who are, quote, homeless or trapped by poverty and try to help them to develop skills and self-respect through working and contributing. Emmaus Bristol now provides a home to 33 formerly homeless people. We support 26 companions, 3 people in a move-in house, and a family of 5. We are renovating 2 further homes for either families or single homeless people to live in. We also have plans to add between 7 and 23 new homes to our Backfields House building in the center of Bristol, end quote. On Wednesday, His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom hosted a gathering at Buckingham Palace for faith leaders and women community leaders. According to a press release, the event follows the King's visit to, quote, Lambeth Palace Library in November, where His Majesty joined leaders from across the UK's communities to mark Interfaith Week, which aims to strengthen relations at all levels. During the gathering, guests discussed the challenges their communities face and how greater cohesion and fellowship can be fostered among them. Guests also discussed the vital work of women-led groups, the importance of engaging young people in dialogue across boundaries of faith and community, as well as the provisions of safe spaces for communities to gather. For decades, the King has promoted tolerance and greater understanding between different faiths and communities. In His Majesty's first address to the nation and the Commonwealth, the King spoke of his continued desire to serve everyone with loyalty, respect, and love, whatever their background or beliefs. End quote. On Wednesday, Their Majesties King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain presided over the Board of Trustees meeting of the Fundación Princesa de Girona at Palacio Real de Madrid. Established in 2009, the Fundación Princesa de Girona is a private foundation created by civil society entities and supported by 88 distinguished trustees. The King is honorary chairman on behalf of Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor of Asturias, who has held the honorary presidency of the Fundación since her father acceded to the throne on June 19, 2014. According to the Spanish Royal Court, the Fundación seeks to become a, quote, benchmark at the national level in supporting young people in their professional and personal development, and has a special interest in identifying young people with talent who can act as role models for other young people, launching programs to improve employability, such as a Talent Rescuers program, and fostering educational innovation in teacher training. End quote. In Bussum, Her Majesty Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, as honorary chairwoman of the More Music in the Classroom Foundation, attended the recording of the 2023 Christmas Music Gala. According to RVD, the More Music in the Classroom Foundation is, quote, committed to structural music education for all 1.4 million primary school children in the Netherlands and the Caribbean part of the kingdom, end quote. During the gala, children and young people performed together with various well-known artists. In Brussels, Her Majesty Queen Mathilde of the Belgians held an audience this morning with the outgoing and incoming directors of the Queen Elizabeth Egyptian Association. According to a press release, the association was established by Mr. Jean Capart in memory of Queen Elizabeth of the Belgians' visit to the tomb of Tutankhamun on February 18, 1923. Quote, its main purpose was to stimulate Egyptological and papyrological research in Belgium. Over the years, the association has become a scholarly institution which promotes the study of history and civilization of Pharaonic, Greco-Roman, Christian, and Arabic Egypt. End quote. Last March, the Queen and Her Royal Highness Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, Duchess of Brabant, visited several Belgian archaeological research projects in Egypt. Meanwhile, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians held a meeting with members of the Management Committee and the staff of the Diplomatie Belgium in Brussels. The committee works closely with the Belgian Royal Court on a daily basis, such as preparing for state visits, hearings with foreign heads of state, and welcoming new ambassadors to the kingdom. The King also held a meeting with the team preparing for the Belgian presidency of the Council of the European Union in the first half of 2024. In Tokyo, Their Imperial Majesties Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako of Japan attended the annual Imperial Guards Martial Arts Tournament held at the Imperial Palace Police Headquarters on the grounds of the Imperial Palace. During Wednesday's event, the Emperor and Empress attended the Judo and Kendo team finals, as well as archery. On Monday, Her Imperial Highness Princess Kako of Akishino attended the 6th edition of the Urban Greening Award ceremony held at the Meiji Kinenkan in Tokyo. During the ceremony, the princess presented awards for urban greening, as well as gave a speech stating, quote, "I would like to show my deepest respect to the people who have worked hard to bring more greenery to towns," end quote. And finally, His Royal Highness Prince Ludwig of Bavaria attended the 2023 Cultural Awards ceremony in Ingolstadt, Germany. The Art Promotion Award went to filmmakers Kevin and Tobias Smutzler. The brothers are currently working on a documentary about Prince Ludwig's organization, the Learning Lions, in Kenya. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back tomorrow on Friday, December 15th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful afternoon and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.